People who haven't flown the aircraft have a sort of bizarre caution towards it. Despite it's got all this tech, essentially, it just flies like an aeroplane, and you don't know it's there working in the background.
On the left, remaining left.
As much as it has got all this sort of technology going on in the background, and that's why people say that it isn't a pious aeroplane, because the control inputs you put in the flight deck are not directly linked to any flying surface. But I would argue no, having flown it, it doesn't feel like you're disjointed from the aircraft at all. I very much feel like I'm strapping it on my back every morning when I go in it.
Flight level 190, standing for level 240 inbound Ulm.
As a workplace, putting all the flying aside, I'd say it's the space. And this is a bit cliche and sounds a bit silly perhaps, but the tray table is a fantastic addition to an aircraft, because at the end of the day, flying an airliner, especially in a modern sort of short-haul, fast-paced environment, there's lots about management, lots of paperwork to do, lots of things to consider. So having an actual desk in front of you that you can work on in the cruise, and then having these fantastic ergonomically placed controls needed to actually fly the aircraft is a fantastic feature. Obviously it's a very complex machine, but at the same time it can be flown just like a Cessna built in the 60s. In the same day you could at one moment be flying a Cat 3 auto land where the aircraft is effectively flying itself whilst you sit there and watch it, and then on the next sector you'll find yourself hand flying a visual approach with manual thrust. German impression seems to be, I think, that they're very automated and that's how they're always flown, but that's not quite the case. It's a very clever airplane. The Flight Sim Labs A320X is the most complete simulation of this aircraft that I've seen.